Today's lesson is going to be talking about the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party and the coercive acts. Okay, so yesterday we learned about how the British Parliament decided to start passing acts that would tax the colonists to help pay for the French and Indian War. And we learned about the Stamp Act and the Townshend Act. So today we're going to start with the Boston Massacre. This is slide 7 of your interactive notebook. So under the Boston Massacre right here, what did British leaders do to Boston and why? How did Boston colonists react? What happened on March 5th of 1770? That is what we are going to answer today during this first section of that we read the Boston Massacre. So let's go ahead and start reading. We're going to start right here. British leaders worried that the colonists, especially those in Boston, were out of control. They sent troops to the city, but that only made things worse. The people of Boston weren't happy with all the soldiers. Some residents were even forced to allow soldiers to stay in their homes. On March 5th of 1770, a crowd of angry colonists began to tease some British soldiers. When the crowd refused to go home, the soldiers shot into the crowd, killing 5 colonists. News of the Boston Massacre shocked colonists. How could British soldiers kill their own people? Okay, so why did the British leaders, what did they do to to Boston, and why did they do it? So the British leaders, they sent in more troops to the city because they were worried the colonists, especially those in Boston, were out of control. So with the British being worried that the colonists in Boston were being out of control, they sent more troops in. They thought this would help the situation, but in all reality, it did not. The people of Boston, so number 2, how did Boston's colonists react? Understandably so, the people of Boston were not happy. They were not happy that the British government was sending in all these soldiers and making them live in their own homes, making them be there. They were furious about it. So on March 5th of 1770, a group of colonists began teasing or making fun of some of the soldiers. Well, we all know when you're getting teased and when you're getting made fun of, sometimes you just snap, right? So the colonists kept teasing and teasing and teasing and teasing these soldiers, and in return, the soldiers shot into the crowd because the crowd refused to go home and stop. When the soldiers shot into the crowd, it killed 5 colonists. This angered the colonists even more because they didn't understand how someone who was British could kill another British person. The colonists still felt they were British at heart. Their homeland was Britain. So they felt like they were similar or the same as the British soldiers who were coming over. But in reality, the divide had already started of, well, you are the colonists and we are the British. So they just couldn't understand why British soldiers would kill what they thought were considered to be their own people. Okay, so let's go down to the Boston Tea Party and the coercive acts. Okay, so first off, let's look at your interactive notebook. We need to know what coercive means, and we need to know what intolerable means. So coercive is when you are using force or threats. And intolerable is when something is unbearable. Okay? So we're going to read about how these 2 words play a role in our our colonial history, okay? So Parliament was desperate to get the colonies under control. It repealed the Townshend Act in 1773, but added new taxes on tea. British leaders thought this was a good compromise. To the colonists, it was yet another tax passed without their representation. So the British government, the Parliament, repealed or canceled, took away the Townshend Act of 1773, okay, which the Townshend Act taxed things like tea, paint, those sorts of goods. So the government, the British government, is saying, hey, well, now we're only going to tax you on tea. We're not going to tax you on paper anymore. We're not going to tax you on paint anymore. We're not going to tax you on any of those things. We're only going to tax you on tea. That sounds like a great compromise to us. The colonists weren't worried about compromises. The colonists were wanting taxation with representation. They did not like being taxed without having a say in it. So again, they felt another tax was passed without their approval, or they felt again they were being taxed without it was taxation without representation. Okay, so because of all this, in November, angry Boston residents protested by refusing to allow the British cargo ships to unload. On the night of December 16th, about 50 men of the Sons of Liberty dumped the ship's cargo of tea overboard. Parliament punished the colonists by passing the Coercive Acts. These acts closed the Boston harbor, banned town meetings, and sent more soldiers. Colonists called the acts the Intolerable Acts. These acts united many colonists against Great Britain. All right, so let's now go back to your interactive notebook and let's digest what we've learned, okay? So the whole reason, we're right here on what did the Coercive Acts do? The whole reason the British Parliament put the Coercive Acts in place was to punish the colonists. They were angry with them and they wanted to punish them. It is like a parent who punishes you by sending you to bed without any dessert. Okay? They were mad. They were trying to punish. They were trying to teach them a lesson. It did not teach them a lesson. Instead, it angered the colonists even more. It made them start to unite even more. And that's what started to lead to the Revolutionary War. Okay, so all this is leading up to that. Okay, so the Coercive Act did three things. It closed the Boston Harbor. With the Boston Harbor being closed, that means trade could not come in, could not come out. So that's going to hurt the colonist economy. That's going to hurt the colonist in many ways. Okay, they banned town meetings. If you can't have town meetings, you can't come together and conduct your local government. Remember, a lot of the colonies, their government and their decisions were made in town hall meetings. They were saying you can no longer have these town hall meetings. And finally, they sent over even more soldiers. The colonists were already angry with how many soldiers were over there in the colonies. Now you're sending even more, so that's going to make them even more angry. Okay, so those are the three things that the Coercive Acts did. All right, because of how strict and how stern all these acts were, the colonists called them the Intolerable Acts. All right. So that is the end of this lesson. I know you have two more boxes on the bottom of this worksheet. This first box is, what do you think the colonists called the law? Why do you think the colonists called the laws intolerable? Okay, so you need to tell me your opinion right here. The second box, Why do you think the British called the laws the coercive acts? Okay, so we know coercive means using force or threats. So why would they call these the coercive acts? Why would they call them acts that were using force or threats? All right, that is the end of lesson 1. I hope this video helped you, and I hope you have a great day.